Japan is a top destination for travelers worldwide who are drawn in by its rich cultural heritage, pristine natural beauty, and ultra-modern cities. But its complex web of traditions, etiquette, and unspoken rules can be intimidating for first-time visitors. Join us as we enlighten you on the cultural do's and don'ts in Japan that every tourist should know. Cultural do's. Try local cuisine. Don't just stick to the international fast food chains, be adventurous and sample Japan's amazing local cuisine. From fresh sushi and ramen noodles to okonomiyaki, takoyaki, and tempura, embracing the local flavors will give you a true taste of Japan. Challenge yourself to try the more unique dishes like natto fermented soybeans, fugu blowfish, and uni sea urchin. Who knows, you may find a new favorite. Slurp noodles enthusiastically. Far from being rude, enthusiastic slurping of noodles in Japan is actually considered a compliment to the chef. The slurping helps cool down hot noodles and enhances the flavor. So don't be shy. Slurp away. Locals will be impressed that you know this cultural custom. Just avoid splashing broth everywhere and you'll fit right in. Use chopsticks properly. Mastering chopsticks may take some practice, but it's worth learning as they're used for most meals in Japan. Pay attention to how locals hold them properly and avoid sticking them upright in rice or waving them around. Pass food from chopsticks directly to plates rather than between people's chopsticks. When not in use, place chopsticks parallel across the holder or bowl. Using the opposite end for communal dishes minimizes contamination. With some guidance, you'll be handling chopsticks like a pro in no time. Dress appropriately. While you don't need to dress traditionally, do aim to blend in with relatively smart, conservative clothing. Japan is more formal than many Western countries. You likely won't see cleavage, crop tops, or very short shorts on locals. Be prepared to remove shoes at temples, homes, and restaurants, so easy slip-on-off footwear is the best. Dressing similarly to Japanese people shows respect for their customs, and you'll get better service for it. Remove shoes indoors. Removing shoes before entering homes, restaurants, and temples, and even some shops is customary where shoes are seen as unclean. Look for shoe shelves near entryways as a sign to remove them. Wear clean socks, as you'll often have slippers or bare feet inside. Separate toilet slippers are common too. It may feel unusual at first, but you'll quickly recognize the cleanliness benefits. The etiquette also keeps historic tatami mat floors in excellent condition. Bring cash for payments. Japan remains heavily cash-based, so always carry some paper yen. While credit cards are increasingly accepted, especially in cities, cash is still king for most purchases. Avoid counting change in front of staff and place money neatly on provided trays rather than handling it directly. ATMs with foreign card access are available, but know that some have limited operating hours. Learn basic Japanese phrases. Speaking even a few Japanese phrases shows respect and will make your interactions smoother. Know essentials like hello, konnichiwa, goodbye, sayonara, thank you, arigatou gozaimasu, yes, hi, and excuse me, sumimasen. Reading some signs, menus, and transportation directions will be useful too. Locals will appreciate the effort and you'll have an easier time getting help or advice. Bow when appropriate. Bows are used regularly in Japan to show gratitude, greet someone, apologize, or bid farewell. A simple 15-degree forward bow with hands at your sides is fine in most occasions. When bowed to, reciprocate the gesture. The depth and duration will vary by situation, but the most important thing is making an effort. Bowing is an integral part of social encounters in Japan, so participate respectfully and you'll fit right in. Be quiet on public transportation. Noise is kept low on trains and buses, as many commuters nap or relax after working. Avoid loud conversations or phone calls, and keep music volume discreet with earphones. Texting is fine, but be mindful of surrounding passengers. People tend to only speak quietly with companions. Since vehicles are crowded, travelers who disrupt the calm atmosphere stick out. Dispose of trash properly. You'll find limited public trash receptacles in Japan, yet the streets stay remarkably clean. That's because people hold on to trash until finding an appropriate place to dispose of it. Look for bins inside stations, convenience stores, restrooms, or by vending machines. Pocket your trash rather than littering. Locals take pride in cleanliness, so properly disposing of waste shows you respect their culture. Cultural don'ts. Walking and eating at the same time. Eating on the go is considered impolite in Japan, where clean streets are prized. Food is meant to be appreciated sitting down. Walking while eating can seem rushed and risks littering or spilling. Focus just on your food. Sit at a restaurant, park bench, or convenience store seats to snack. Save the exploring for when your stomach is full. It might seem tempting to multitask, but you'll stand out in a negative way. Taking photos with Geisha. Geisha and Maiko are not tourist attractions, but skilled entertainers with centuries of history. Stopping them on the street for a selfie may make them late for appointments. Instead, admire their beauty and dedication from afar. Some establishments allow tourists to photograph with fake geisha, hired specifically for that purpose. But swapping pics with real ones ruins their elaborate appearance before engagements. Jaywalking. Though rarely enforced, jaywalking is officially illegal in Japan. Cross only at designated signals, even if no cars are coming. Locals are trusting, so seeing one person cross may lead others to unsafely follow. There's a strong emphasis on order, safety, and not inconveniencing others. Impatiently breaking pedestrian rules highlights you as an outsider. Wait your turn and signals to blend in better. Leaving tips at restaurants. Japan has no tipping culture, so leaving extra money can cause confusion. Servers may think you mistakenly left cash behind and chase you down. Rejection could insult their professionalism, since excellent service is expected by default. Stick to the total bill only when dining in Japan. Blowing your nose in public. Unlike some Western cultures, loudly blowing one's nose in public is seen as rude and unhygienic. If you feel the urge, head to a restroom instead. Discreetly wipe your nose as needed and sniff instead of full blows when in public. Carry pocket tissues to aid in this. Simply excuse yourself if you urgently need to blow your nose while out and about. Displaying affection publicly. Holding hands is generally the limit for public displays of affection in conservative Japan. More intimate contact, like kissing and hugging in public, is frowned upon. That level of intimacy is kept strictly private in Japan. Refrain from overt togetherness displays while out, and you'll garner fewer judgmental looks. Wearing perfume in sushi restaurants. Apply fragrances with a light touch before eating sushi, or avoid scented products altogether. Japanese believe sushi should be enjoyed using one's full sensory experience, without strong smells interfering. Even a hint of perfume, cologne, or scented lotion can overwhelm the subtle flavors at a sushi bar. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever visited Japan? If not, do you think you'll ever get there? Let us know in the comments section below.